Hello and welcome back to this Secret Files Tunguska Let's Play. Um, I've been sitting here for just a couple of minutes thinking about this, but it doesn't really get me anywhere, to be honest. What I did think about is that we haven't done anything here. We have, oh hello, a tank. Do we know what's in that tank, if that gives us what we need?
There still seems to be a bit of diesel oil in there.
Oh hello.
This has been plundered. Everything that can be taken off and carried is gone. There are only 2 small nuts here, and I am having them.
Fair enough. Let's see, can we use this? We can. Well done. We do this as well.
There's still plenty of vodka in there. If I want the one spirit, I think I will have to get rid of the other. Nastarovia! Oops, I think I'm a bit out of practice.
Probably true.
The rest of the diesel oil out of that old truck.
Okay. Can I put this in the generator?
That's what I call quality craftsmanship. Over 50 years old, and it still works like it did when it came out of the factory.
Good stuff. Okay then. Now that we have electricity.
There is no roll of film in there.
Okay. Let's see, what was this?
There is nothing special. Now that the suit is off, I can see numbers written on it.
6.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
A small... Nothing happens.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing hap. Nothing hap.
Okay.
An 8mm film projector. Considering its age and the fact that it's not professionally handled here, it is not in bad condition.
Hold on. This is a compass. It uses magnetism among other things. Doesn't do that. Let's see, could we... Because I think this was...
If I remember correctly, then that thing has something to do with magnetism and producing electricity.
It does. Will we get...
I'll hold both nuts close to the coils, but not too close, otherwise I'll be toast. As a result, they seem to have become magnetized.
Well, hello then. Let's see, because then I'd assume we'll be using this 7.5, 3 10.5, 6. 7.5, 3. So 7:30, 3, 10:30, 6. Was it?
Now that the
Yeah. Okay. Survey says, let's see if I'm correct in that. Because if we want 7:30, it would be around here-ish. So we would put them there and here.
That's strange. Obviously, the compass needle only moves when I press the button. I seem to have triggered a mechanism, but nothing has happened yet.
Okay, so 7.5, 7:33, 10:30, 6.
A secret compartment.
Yes! Fantastic. I never figured out how to use that compass. Okay, so what will we find in here then?
There are a few old documents and a roll of film in there. I'll have a look at the documents. Maybe my father left them there. Yes, indeed. He describes that the 1958 expedition apparently could not provide an explanation why the plant growth has changed so much here since the catastrophe of 1908. The discovery of a meteorite, hoped for by the government as a cause of the devastating explosion, also did not materialize. For this reason, neither my father in his function as the leader of the expedition, nor the biologist, Ken Morangi, could provide an unambiguous conclusion, which obviously was not regarded favorably by the authorities. Oh, and they are also briefly mentioning Oleg here, but apparently he was not that important. I guess I'd better not tell him that. Years later, in his function as a geologist at the Academy of Sciences in Moscow, my father examined a strange piece of metal that had been found in the Tunguska region. He then was able to prove its non-terrestrial origins, which breathed new life into the meteorite theory. However, upon further analysis, he and his colleague Manuel Perez discovered traces that indicated that the metal had been worked. When they wanted to publish their discovery in the clsoe Expert, it was completely, surprisingly, rejected, and they were forbidden any further examination of the rock. When my father continued to inquire about the happenings in the Tunguska region, he was dismissed from the Academy of Sciences. The last entries are from 1977. Obviously, he and Manuel Perez went to the Tunguska region on their own. They hoped to find additional fragments of that strange material so they could continue their studies. What the goal was and what happened isn't written down in here. In addition, I have this burning desire to know what is going on with this fragment. On the one hand, it's probably not of terrestrial origin, but on the other hand, it was processed. That would mean the old Evank also said something about his son finding some metal fragment in the woods and then suddenly disappearing. That would fit in with the fact that my father was even thrown out of the Academy of Sciences due to his analysis. I hope that I will find some more answers on that roll of film.
I agree, let's see what happens here.
Damn, the bulb has burned out. It's not possible to just pop around to the shops and get another around this place. So now is the time to think of something else.
Will this work then?
I've put in the modified glass shard. If I now shine in there with a strong flashlight, maybe it will work as well as the light bulb did. But where do I get a flashlight?
That is a really good question. Well,
Without a replacement for that burnt-out bulb, I won't be able to see anything.
really? Well, clean that. Could we clean out the window as well, I wonder?
As an obedient little housewife, of course I know what my duties are. There, finished. Shall I make dinner now as well?
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Aha, that's how you do that. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see.
So, Manuel, the camera's rolling.
Please excuse me for a moment. I'll be right back.
Manuel!
What was that? Lightning? Or sheet lightning? And what happened to this Manuel Perez? That sounded like an explosion. I should see what's going on. Looks as if half the station exploded.
That's not good.
Come on, come on! Move your asses! The intruders have to be around here somewhere. We'll get them. Spread out.
Oh, my head. What was that? Feels like someone sifted through my thoughts.
There's someone up there. Get them.
Damn. I have to get away from here.
I agree. That's a close. Oh dear. Really? Okay.
Thanks. That was close.
No problem. I told you that I would catch you if you were ever standing on the edge of a precipice. What happened? We just saw that some areas of the research station were in flames, and suddenly there were soldiers everywhere.
I don't know much more either. Suddenly, two strange figures appeared in front of me out of nowhere.
From the FSB?
No, they weren't agents. I'm not really sure. This may sound kind of stupid, but I'm not even sure if they were human.
What?
I don't know how I should describe it. It was more like a feeling that I got from them.
What did they want? Did they say anything?
They didn't really speak. It was more like voices inside my head. It was as if they were looking for an answer.
What kind of answer?
I don't know how to describe the feeling. It was as if my head was going to explode. I've never experienced pain like that. And then suddenly, I knew that I wanted to tell them everything. It was suddenly so clear.
You told them everything?
No. Before I could say anything, the soldiers came and the two figures disappeared as suddenly as they appeared. Where are we flying to anyway?
In the meantime, Sergei has found out that your father was never in Moscow. So it almost looks as if the entire trip was pretty much in vain.
No, on the contrary. I'm now sure that my father was kidnapped for some reason that has to do with the Tunguska catastrophe.
How come?
I found some of my father's old documents. If I haven't misunderstood them, he was on the trail of something big, and I have a name. Manuel Perez. He was with my father back then, and we also know approximately where he is now.
Yes, in a mental institution on Cuba. Great lead.
It's gotta be worth a try. And there's another name on the list. This Irish biologist, Ken Morangi.
That's right. I know that I have already asked a lot from you two, and I'm deeply indebted to you. And I would understand...
Stop rambling. What's your plan? You're heading to Cuba and I'm heading to Ireland?
You'd really do that?
You can pay me back some other time. For example, by buying me a cup of hot coffee.
Max, you're a sweetheart.
And don't you ever forget it.
Oleg, I'm not usually like that. But what should I do? Besides you two, I don't have anyone who could help me. And if my father...
It's okay. We enjoy helping you, honestly. So don't worry about us. Concentrate on your dad.
Yeah, okay. We already found the psychiatric hospital. I only hope that this Perez is still here.
Why shouldn't he? But first I have to take care of some formalities. Will you be okay without me?
Sure. I can manage the 20 yards to the reception desk by myself. Go on. I'll be all right.
Okay. See you later.
Okie dokie. Those traveling segments I really get some sort of Indiana Jones vibes. But yeah.
The future masterpieces of contemporary Cuban painting are created here. Whether they are justifiably rather unknown is something that others need to decide.
Fair enough. Yes, and I don't really feel like going in and asking outright to see him.
I wonder why such a small and remote psychiatric hospital needs a doorman, especially since there is no parking available here.
Well, let's have a chat with him then.
Good afternoon. I'm looking for the sanatorium under the palms. Am I in the right place?
Good afternoon to you, too. Yes, as far as the name is concerned, you're in the right place.
As far as the name is concerned?
Well, it's the same with institutions as it is with political parties. The name isn't always the main concern.
How come? There are a bunch of palm trees here, aren't there?
Sure, there are palm trees here. But let's leave it at that. I've already said too much. How can I help you?
Oh, come on. What's going on here? What isn't right?
Nothing. I mean everything. Oh, it doesn't matter. What do you want?
That's a shame. I'm looking for a man named Manuel Perez. He's supposedly a patient here.
Ah, yes, could be. I don't know the patients. Go to reception on the left side. I'm sure someone can help you there. And if I can offer you a word of advice, be careful.
What? Why?
Just because. You look like you could use the warning, but be that as it may, I have to go back to my painting. Good luck.
You paint during your shift?
Yeah, sure. If there's nothing to do, I paint a couple of pictures. Some of them are then hung up in the clinic.
Is there really that little to do?
What do you think? We don't exactly have concerts or events where thousands of people line up the night before. I've been working here for 2 years, and you are, if I haven't miscounted, you are the third visitor.
Oh. What do you usually paint?
Everything, really. Although, if I have to be honest, everything isn't necessarily a lot. At some point, you just run out of ideas when you can only paint from one position. So far, I've painted lots of palm trees, blades of grass, and even butterflies in various positions. I'm starting to get sick of it. I paint extra slow, you know. I used to paint a picture in 30 minutes. Now I take 30 hours, just to postpone the problem of choosing the next subject for the picture.
Well, then I wish you... What should I wish for?
Wish that we have a thunderstorm. Maybe some of the palm trees will fall down, and then I would have something new to paint.
Okay. Then I wish you have a thunderstorm.
Thanks. And if you happen to run across a great idea, then please let me know.
Okay, fair enough.
A little while ago, you said that something wasn't right with this institution.
Me? No, I never said that.
But...
The weather is beautiful today, isn't it?
Yes, it's gorgeous. I understand.
Hmm.
I'll leave you alone with your muse now.
Thanks. I'm still waiting for the kiss.
From me or from the muse?
Both.
You wish. Okay. Actually, let's go for the gate, through the gate first. Well, with that being said, let's have a quick look at the timer. A little bit early, but it feels like that's probably a good place to cut it off. So, with that, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you tune into the next one. I'm really excited to get to some new parts where I never been before in this in this game. So yeah, hope you tune into the next one. See ya.